Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dorcas. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are most definitely welcome back. And if you are not a subscribed, tell me, what are you waiting for? Why aren't you subscribed? Kindly smash the subscribe button to be subscribed to my channel. Hit on the bell notification so that you can always be notified every time I drop a new video. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, and let me know your thoughts down below. So guys, like I had promised, I promised to make a video of how I lost all my investments. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing that with you guys, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So guys, as I said in the video of why I dropped out of college in the Philippines, I'm going to link that video up if you haven't watched it. So I said that while I was going through all those depression and everything, I moved somewhere to an apartment, and in that apartment when I moved to, it was a Christian organization apartment, and I was the youngest and I was the only African. Everybody were Filipino. I was the only black girl there, and I wasn't depressed. I had overcome depression. Then I was happy, I was joyful, I was living life, I was good. Like, everybody cared about me. Everything was okay. During that COVID-19, it got to a point that we had to vacate the apartment because everybody has to move on with their life, as most of the atheists, they had to go back to their province to to continue with life and everything, and everybody just had to go and find greener pasture, you understand. So we had to move out of that apartment, but then I was already financially okay to move out of that apartment. Note, I was the one taking care of myself all through that process. Guys, please bear with me if you're hearing sound. There's a construction going on right beside my building. So at that time, I was financially stable to move out. So it was during COVID-19, so there was ECQ, we can't move, and we needed to vacate that apartment because the apartment was expensive. So there was ECQ, so I just had to look for apartments. So I looked for a place, not an apartment, we had to vacate the apartment. So I looked for a room that I rented. So I rented a place I was staying. So I moved there, I was staying alone, I was good and everything. But during that time, I was investing money. When I dropped out of school, I realized that I don't want to be idle. An idle hand is a devil's workshop. So I don't just want to sit down and be looking for a miracle. I have to be proactive. I have to act also if I want something to happen. So I got to know about an investment, and the person who is in charge of that investment is a known person to me, and the person is in Nigeria. So the investment is done in Nigeria, you understand, but me, I am here in the Philippines, and I am not the only person who is outside Nigeria that is also investing in that company. So I saved some money, and I started the investment. So it was that investment that was yielding money for me, and I was investing. So it was from that investment that I was able to move to another. When it was time for us to leave that apartment, I was able to get my own place rented, and I was paying my bills myself. Note, I wanted to relieve my parents of everything. I was independent. Like, I enjoyed independence. I know what it means to be independent, putting your own bills yourself, taking care of yourself. It was sweet. I love it. So I was taking care of myself, I was investing. So this investment, when I invest, every month I will get my money. So every month I will remove whatever I need. As at that time I wasn't in school, but I was planning towards enrolling the coming second semester so that I can go back to school. So I was planning towards that. I was investing. So every month when I get money, I would just get like because at that time I was paying like 6,000 pesos in my house for my rent, including electricity and water. Like 6,000 pesos I was paying every month. So like in a month I would get like 8k or 9k. So that's like 90,000 naira in naira. So, and I'll put the equivalent of dollars in the screen so that people who are not in the Philippines or in Nigeria can understand what I'm saying. So every month I will get like 9,000 pesos for myself, to pay my rent 6k and use the remaining 3k to sort myself for a month. And the funniest thing was that I was not extravagant. I am this kind of person that I am very prudent. So I have a goal book, because I'm this kind of person who plans a lot. I have a goal book where I wrote all my goals, my wants and everything. So I have my goal, and my first priority goal was to go back to school. So every other thing is secondary to me. I never pay attention to my wants. I was just focused on school. While I was investing, every day when sleeping, I would dream about myself going back to school, just for you to know how anxious, how eager I am to go back to school, because I was happy I was saving money. And while I was saving money, I was not only investing to solve my present need, to solve my present problem, I was also investing to solve any future problem that may arise in the future. So I was investing enough money to help me clear my tuition fee, to help me clear my visa debt, because to just help me clear everything, and also to be able to pay my tuition fee later on in the future, when I get enrolled back to school. So I was investing. I never satisfied any of my wants. So this thing was going on like that. Life was smooth. I was talking to my parents, and note, I always tell my parents everything. My parents knew about the investment. They knew about everything. And this person, I trusted this person, the person in charge of that investment. I trusted him so much, and I'm not the only one who trusted him. Everybody trusted him, and I had no reason to panic, because he is a known person in Nigeria. He is a known person where I live, where I live in Nigeria. Like, even people in the vicinity are also investing with him. Even friends from church are also investing with him. Fun fact, he claims to be a Christian. Yeah, so everybody trusted him because they know him to be a Christian, and everybody just trusted in him. Fast forward to August ending last year to first week of September, I stopped receiving money. Everybody were anxious. What is happening? Why are we not receiving money? And note, everything in my life depended on that money. In fact, while I was investing, I would wake up whenever I'm having my morning devotion, my morning prayer every morning. I would kneel beside my bed and pray to God that, God, my hope is not on this money, is not on what I have, because I know that this money can fail me, but I know that you will never fail me. I always repeat that prayer every morning. September came and I stopped receiving money. We were all shocked that, oh, what's happening? Why are we not receiving money? The guy told us, because we have a group chat where all of us are, the guy told us that we should calm down. And the investment, I forgot to tell you, the investment is cryptocurrency, forex, like Bitcoin. That is what the investment is. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. The guy told us to calm down, that is going to pay, that we should give him this 1 week, the first week, that he wants to settle everybody. So everybody was patient for him, because everybody trusted him. But not knowing to us, that 1 week he told us to be patient, he used that 1 week to relocate his parents from where they were living, because they are known people in the vicinity. Everybody knows his family, so everybody knows where to trace him. Everybody knows where to get him arrested. He relocated his family from where they are living, and he also left his house, relocated. After one week, it dawned on us that something was going on. Up till date, this guy never told us one thing that happened with our money. He never told us a specific thing that happened to our money. Nothing tangible. We don't know where he's at. We don't know where he ran to. He did not tell anybody anything. Guys, when that happened, it was as if my life has stopped. It was as if everything I ever worked for is over, because I was relying on that money all this while to go back to school. Everything made no sense to me. During those times, why those things were happening to me, when I was working, like, I was literally a walking dead. I was working, but there was no life in me. I am telling you, I would cry, because I don't know what else to do, and it was closer for me to get enrolled to school, and that's what the money I wanted to use to enroll. And the reason why I didn't get that money before that time was because it was not yet time for me to use the money. I still needed more money, you understand. It was not yet time for me to use the money. So I kept on investing because I trusted him. Everybody trusted him, even up till date. Some people can't believe that he could do such thing. That is why do not trust man. It is only God that doesn't fail. It's only God who never fails. So I was depressed. I told my parents about it. I would cry, I would weep. A lot of things happened to me. I was down, I was weak. I began to think, I began to overthink. So I started getting thinner and thinner. And fun fact, as I said in my vlog, I don't share people my problem, and I don't wear my problem on my sleeves. So even people who see me in the street, I will smile at them, but they wouldn't know what is wrong with me. They don't know what I am battling with. I would smile. Guys, the reason why I felt this thing was because the money was huge to me, even though it may not be huge to some other people, but to me it was huge. And I remember that same last year, I made a video of I made my first million. I was happy because I made my first million, not knowing that I was going to lose all the money few months after. All the money I lost, the total of the money I lost is like close to 6 million naira. That was like, it's close to 6 million naira. It's just 5,753,000 naira, and that's about $11,935. These are Google conversions. So I lost close to $12,000. I was sad because I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to do. I was crying every day because that is my only hope. I started to ask God that, God, why me? Why me? Why me? But thank God for today. Today now, what I ask God is, God, why not me? I start asking God that, God, why not me? I'm so happy because, and I'm so grateful to God because now I can laugh over it. But when that happened, guys, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. So I tried not to be depressed. When I overcame my first depression, I had promised myself never to be depressed again. When I lost all the money, I was trying not to be depressed. Sometimes I used to tell myself that, oh, that's not depression, but it's a lie. I was depressed. I would cry, and I was living alone. So I would not eat. I would be in the house a day. I would sleep from morning till like 2 p.m. but on my bed I wasn't sleeping. I will wake up tired. I would sleep. I would stay on bed all through. I wouldn't have my bed. I would just be on bed, but I wouldn't have good sleep because while I thought I was sleeping, I was actually thinking. A lot of things were going on in my mind. I wouldn't eat. I was getting lean. I was getting thinner. I looked like someone who is sick. In fact, one of my friends told me that, Dorcas, you need to stop thinking. Look at how you look sick. It was difficult for me. But I thank God for the kind of person God has made me to be. When I enter into a problem, the first thing I look for is solution, how to get out of my problems. So when I was going through that thing, and I know that, oh, I have been the one taking care of myself all this while. I have been the one putting my bills, paying my rent, providing allowance for myself. And when that money got hooked, I was expecting to get, because I had no money on me, so I was expecting to get money so that I can buy food stuff for myself or get allowance for myself and also pay my rent. I was expecting that money to get money for my rent for that month. I was so sad. So I thought to myself that, oh, what is my first solution? So the first thing I thought about is to leave my house, because I pay 6,000 pesos every month, and now that I don't have any money with me, there is no way possible for me to be paying that amount every month. 6,000 pesos is like 60k naira. So I thought about that the best thing for me to do is to vacate my house, because I don't want to incur debts. No, I don't want to have house rent issue where my landlord will be, asking me for money and I don't have money and I will continue staying in that house. No, I don't want that. So I spoke with my friends and I told them, oh, I need a place to stay where I can pay less amount of money. Yeah. So I spoke to them and they agreed for me to move in with them. So I moved in with them. That way I'm paying less amount of money compared to what I'm paying when I'm alone. You understand me? So I am paying less amount of money now than what I used to pay while I was alone. So I moved in with them. Before I moved in with them, I can't sleep in my house. Before I moved in with them, I was not able to sleep in my house. So I would come to my friend's place every day. Maybe in their mind they think that maybe I'm just bored. I needed a place to while away time. But they don't know what was chasing me out of my house. They don't know everything I was going through. So I would come to their house, I would stay there. Sometimes I would sleep over because I couldn't sleep in my house, because I discovered that in that situation I'm going through, I need to be around people. I shouldn't be alone. I need to be in the company of people so that I can be relieved. So I moved in with them. My parents would call me, would advise me not to harm myself, would advise me not to injure myself. My dad would talk to me, my mom would talk to me. They would just advise me and everything. I should calm down. But then I was like, it was hard. My case could be likened to the case of Job, who lost everything in a day. I lost everything I hoped on. I lost all the money I had plans for, just in a twinkle of an eye. Just like that, I went from 100 to 0. And it was more painful for me because I wasn't a spendthrift. I did not satisfy any of my wants. I told you, going to school has been on top of my priority list. So it was either I achieve that or I don't achieve any other thing. You understand? So I had a goal book where I write my goals and my wants. I never achieved any of my wants. My number one goal was to go back to school, and that was what I was busy investing money for. I did not. I had plans to change my glasses, because at that time I was having multiple eye infection back to back. So I had plans to change my glasses and everything, but then I was like, oh, I will do that after I enrolled to school. I was having planned. I also had a faulty phone then, so I was like, oh, I will get a new phone when I go back to school. I will do this. So I put everything aside, because none of those things were my major needs. You understand? So when I lost all those money, I was more sad and mad at myself, because I wasn't a spendthrift. I was prudent. I didn't satisfy any of my wants, and neither did I satisfy any of my need. I begin to tell myself that at least if I had satisfied any of my wants, at least I would have known that yes, I did something, even though that thing isn't my need. I would have had solace in that. But then I never did that. So I was so sad. Then nothing made meaning to me. Nothing in life made meaning to me. Everything made no sense to me. So when I moved in with my friends, I would still go and cry. So sometimes I would go into the CR, I will on the tap so that the tap will be run, the water will be running, but I will be crying just so that the sound of the water can overpower my cry, my weeping, because I don't want them to know I am crying. I don't want them to see my tears or anything. So I would cry in the bathroom, I would cry in the CR, like I would cry because I thought that which other way am I going to go? Like, what other way do I have now? But then God keeps on reminding me of this Bible verse that I will make a way for you in the wilderness, and I will provide streams for you in the wasteland. So I keep on telling God that, God, why are you allowing this? I am this, I am that. I didn't. In fact, when I had that money, nobody could tell that I had such amounts of money, because I wasn't even looking as if I have that kind of money. I wasn't even looking as if, guys, I am not exaggerating. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. In fact, I have all the bank transactions of this money still with me, because I can't let go of them. So that is how I lost that money. And that guy later, the guy we were investing with, he later told us that, oh, we should calm down, all of us should calm down. He's going to pay us all our money by November last year. So because of the trust I had in him, I was still hopeful that he's going to pay us back our money by November. I was still hopeful, but November came and this guy never paid any of us. Everybody was mad that, oh, why are you doing this to us? You spoil a lot of people's life. You spoil a lot of people's dream. People invested in your company just because they trusted in you. People invested with you just because you had this. We know you and everything. That November, he promised us again that we should all calm down till February. But it was at that November that I told myself that, Dorcas, you need to move on now. You don't have to. I was still hopeful that he's going to pay us by November. But when November came and he didn't pay us, I decided to let go of that money. Not as if I let go of it, but I took my mind away from it, as if I have no money or I'm not expecting anything from anybody, because I can't keep on holding to something that is not even going to be visible, or you are not even going to pay us or something. So I told myself that it's time for me to not pay attention to that money. So I stopped thinking about that money. I stopped hoping about that money. I told myself that, oh, if he pays by February, then fine, I will be grateful if he pays by February, because second semester was to start by February. February came, guys. This guy didn't pay any of us. He didn't pay us. I sent him several messages telling him that, oh, this money is my tuition fee, it's for my visa money, I want to use to go back to school to pay my tuition fee, to resume back to school and everything. This guy never replied any of my message. And this is the same person we used to have conversations before, even before this incident. Up to date, he doesn't reply me. And I was saving that money just to go back to school, and that was even why I did not satisfy any of my wants. I had a faulty phone. I didn't get a phone just because I wanted to go to school. I wanted to get enrolled to school first. You understand? I didn't do anything. And during that period when I lost those money, my phone finally stopped working. It's made me so mad, because why should my phone stop working at this moment? I was so frustrated, but thank God to my friend who gave me his phone to use. I used this phone till I was able to save my own money to get my own phone, even though the phone is not a brand new phone. But then I am grateful to God that it is mine. So I got my phone and returned back his phone to him. So that is how I lost. I can't say I lost, I can say it is a scam. This guy did money east on all of us. Money east, because we trusted him, because we believed in him, because we know him. He did money east. Is it money east or money east? I don't even know. Like, that's just money east. And up to date, nobody know where he is. We don't know if he's in Nigeria. We don't know if he's outside Nigeria. That's why I said that in Nigeria. And up to date, no justice. They reported him to EFCC in Nigeria, but up to date, no justice. That is why I said that in Nigeria, it is easy for people to commit crime and go scot-free. But here in the Philippines, just imagine if somebody dupes a lot of people of money like this in the Philippines. They would have tracked him, they would have gotten him arrested and everything. But up to date, nothing. He's living his life freely. Sometimes I used to think about it that this guy is eating, drinking, doing well wherever he is, and he doesn't even care about the people he has put in problem. So in a nutshell, that is how I lost that amount of money that I have seen. I was hoping to use to go to school. And that is the end of today's video. If you have enjoyed it so far, kindly give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, and let me know your thoughts down below. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye.